What's up, everybody? Today we got our week 1 battle. Sorry, that's my Discord. Week 1 battle of my DPL league. It's been a long time waiting, but season 6 finally finished, so here it is. First member of the team, bringing Mega Venu, Spadef variant. Helps me take on. So my opponent has Bulutran. I'll actually pull up his team. Sorry, it's kind of. We had some issues discussing at the time, so wasn't fully prepared. But yeah, he has Bulutran and Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb, Knockoff, EQ hits his Bulutran and Crest all for super effective damage. I have Knockoff on like half my mons. Wait, let me check. Yeah, this is his team right here. If you want to just pause, see what I prep for. But yeah, so yeah, this is my team. This is my Venus set. You know, if I get my Mega somewhat early, you know, I can just pivot in, pivot out pretty easily. Second mod, she's getting traded next week, but I wanted to bring her once, is Meloetta, Hot Pocket. She's choice specs to trick away her specs at some point when I don't need it, and then she'll be my Healville support mon, and then she also gets Focus Blast, Hyper Voice. I'm not carrying Psychic, although he should predict that I am carrying Psychic, so Nidoqueen should not be a switch into this, or should not stay in on this because it has the Great Speed F. Next mon, just got this guy right here. Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, Defog. It's just pretty nice in general. Defensive, so I can switch into, you know, just anything that might be physical. Like I can take a Como hit, Will-O-Wisp. I can take stuff from Lycanroc. I'm trying to relieve pressure for my landers to check those type of stuff. But yeah. It's just really nice against this team. It gets good against Mega Absol too, somewhat. But yeah, actually, yeah, it's just pretty good. Scissor. This is what I'm planning to hopefully sweep late game with. Whether it's BP, Superpower, Knockoff, or U-Turn, it hits pretty much everything really hard. Lycanroc gets one shot into Sash. Nidoqueen definitely cannot switch into 2. Bullet punches. Como does not like to get hit by bullet punch and stuff like that. Alomomola, all I need to do is get chip on it and it'll get worn down. Mega Absol does not take a bullet punch, I'm sure. It's not very strong on the physical side. And last mon, so I have Knock, Protect, Earthquake, and Toxic. It's an interesting set. It's pretty offensive. Designed to outspeed Nidoqueen. Good amount of Spadef. But yeah, so I think based on my moveset, he'll think I'm more defensive, but I'm going to be doing a lot of damage with this knock and stuff. And I'm just going to try and lure in stuff with Toxic, hopefully. But yeah, that's what my Landers. The Landers are just going to try Toxic, his Crest, and his Alomomola, so that my sister can win. Last mon, Druddigon, get on my rocks, glare stuff. He doesn't really have good heal build support, so anything that I don't Toxic, I can glare. Gunk and EQ hits pretty much everything super effectively. It can set up rocks. I mean, not everything, but it hits the Nidoqueen, hits the Bulu, Heatran. Crest, it doesn't like to get glared, obviously. Then it'll be slower than my Scissor, 100%. I'm running enough speed to outspeed min speed Crest, although he might run speed to try and outspeed stuff. Like I think this is slightly faster, if I believe, so he might try to outspeed a min speed Rotom or maybe min speed Landorus. But you never know. I think a defensive makes more sense because I was gonna bring Z, but the other coach with Landorus had Z, and he used it really well. And I think that I think I might have made it so that he wanted to prep more for it, Z. So I'm not bringing Z anymore, but I really wanted to. But I mean, I didn't really find a need to rock polish on anything because it is rather slow his team, and you know this set overall helps my Scissor more than a Z, possibly, because like Alomomola, although it doesn't take a Z fly, it might just burn this and that would be really bad. But yeah, so that's the team. Looking forward to the battle. Should be happening sometime soon, so yeah, I'm just gonna pause the recording and see you guys in the battle. What's up, everybody? Sorry there won't be any music this video. There's some problems with my OBS, it closed, and so I have to do a replay instead. But anyways, hope you guys can bear with me. But here's the the team. As you can see, I'm the top. He brought pretty much what I expected. I will admit, was not really 100% expecting. I wasn't really 100% expecting him to bring Bulu and Tran. So this is pretty much the 6 I was expecting, and you know, it's matchup wise, it's pretty good for me. He told me after the game that he was expecting pretty much the same that I brought, except for maybe he said Mimikyu instead of Druddigon. But you know, Druddigon, I like Druddigon this matchup. So we're gonna start the battle here. So turn 1, he leads his Nidoqueen. So I'm expecting Sheer Force or maybe even lead South Rocks with Bulky. So I just want to EQ here, find out the damage, and so he goes for Rocks. I go for EQ, and I notice he's like, by that damage, he's like pretty much max HP, and I think even a little bit of defense. So I know it's safe just to click Rocks here. And that's actually really good for me because like that thing was probably a threat. So I just go for Rocks here. He goes hard Crest, which forces me to go hard Meloetta. So he subs here. So good thing I didn't go for Glare or anything. So I Hyper Voice. I'm doing a lot actually. Was not expecting to do that much. And so right here, I was thinking, you know, he's probably either going to go something like Tran, or maybe possibly Alamalola. And I think I make the double here into Lando. Yeah, and to cover the Tran. And yeah, he goes hard Tran. So right here, this is really good for me because no sane man risks their Heatran on a Lando, especially when Heatran is basically the only thing that stops me from clicking Bullet Punch or U-turn with Scissor. So I click Toxic here. Exactly what the set was designed to do. Bait in Alamalola. Alamalola comes in here. Click Toxic. Really good for me. Really good for me actually. I'm actually gonna switch sides. Should have done that earlier, but yeah. So yeah, here as you see here, I click Knock, get rid of his leftovers, and right here, he goes hard Nidoqueen, and I click EQ here, just because I didn't. I was looking at damage. Scald and Ice Beam did no damage to me, and you know I was like, it's probably good for if I just go for EQ here, prevent him from switching into something, like not really a Crest, but Crest cannot sub, and because it's not faster than me, obviously. And this is more offensive Lando, so I knew whatever coming in might die actually to EQ. Absol dies to EQ, and a lot of stuff like especially this. I was not expecting him to go hard into this just because, but at the same time I haven't reviewed Equake yet, so you might have thought like I'm not carrying it or something. But I would be crazy not to bring it. But yeah, so I catch his Nidoqueen on a switch. He goes Absol here, and I make a huge misplay here. I thought I revealed Protect. I did not, but basically I was thinking because I revealed Protect, if I can't afford to let him set up an SD, because I was gonna go hard Rotom or either Protect and then EQ, but he goes straight for Ice Beam here, and it's pretty bad for me because yeah, he just kills me. And right here, that was like the most pivotal turn of probably the game, and it pretty much cost me the game, I want to say. It didn't really cost me the game actually, but it was like huge in terms of what the final outcome was, because having Lando was huge in that game. But yeah, so I go here, I think I click Glare, and I catch this thing on the switch. A couple turns where I just EQ Gunk to see what he wants to do. Yeah, I think I click Gunk EQ again. Oh no, I actually double straight into this as it gets parried. I think I click Volt. Oh no, I click Hydro, so he can't like sub or anything. But he's not doing any types of damage to me, so I think I defog here. Oh yeah, I went into this to defog, and then I Volt Switch into Druddigon again, so I can get my rocks back. So yeah, I Volt back into Drud. And then I think I get my rocks up, and then I go to Meloetta. And I made a misplay with Meloetta as well. Yeah, I get my rocks up. I think I click EQ a couple times here. No, I go hard Meloetta. He goes for Psyshock and does like 12. He went. I was 100% because I was thinking. Let me go. So I was thinking. Okay, this is so right here. He clicks Psyshock, right? So I was thinking Hyper Voice does like puts him at like 30, and at that point he's too killed by Bullet Punch. Or I think Superpower even killed. I'm not actually not sure about Superpower, but yeah. Bullet Punch 2 KOs this, and that's not something I think he would want to risk, because then that means his only switch into Scissor is superpower weak, and this is where having Lando would be really nice for this Heatran. I think it had Wisp, but that doesn't really matter. EQ still probably kills it because it's more offensive. I do some calcs about because it hits my Rotom later with a Magma Storm. But yeah, so right here I 100% wanted to click Focus Blast, but I went for the Hyper Voice play just because I felt like it would be really bad if he went something like if he just stayed in and Moonlighted. But I thought that would play. I thought he would stay in at least one turn to see what I wanted to click, because going hard Heatran would be pretty bad for him. But yeah, he just goes hard Heatran. I get like 12 off of him. Decent chip. I actually a lot of damage. Like 29 is a lot of damage. I could have possibly stayed in there, and if I stayed in there and Hyper Voiced again, I might have won the game, to be honest. Because that Magma Storm is not going to kill my Meloetta, for sure. But I just go hard Rotom here. My Rotom gets trapped. It takes a little bit of chip from the Magma Storm, and I click Volt here, I believe, as he goes into his combo. I do that's like perfect damage for max speed, max attack, I believe. He goes for clanging. He reveals he reveals modest with that. I make a misplay here. I thought I was doing calcs and Sludge Bomb said it did like 40, and apparently the calcs they don't calc that Como is bulletproof, and it should do 0 instead, so it was on Fort. But he goes into Wendy here, and this turn is pretty bad for me. As you see, I go for Sludge, and he goes for Mirror Coat and kills me. Now I'm gonna be honest, Sludge did 46. As soon as he revealed Mirror Coat, I didn't think that would actually kill, but apparently I'm not sure if I got on, because this is a pretty high roll. I'm not sure if I got on the lower roll, if it might not have killed, but like it's really unfortunate that happened, because I could have, instead of clicking Synthesis, I could have EQ'd, and I'm pretty sure EQ into Sludge Bomb would have killed this. Unfortunately, but yeah, that's unfortunate. That put me in a really bad spot for this game. I still winnable, obviously, by Rotom, not Rotom. Scissor puts in a lot of work with Bullet Punch at this point. But yeah, I go into Scissor, I believe here. I click U-turn. It's free basically, and he risks his Cresselia on a Bullet Punch and goes. He doesn't die actually. I thought he died, but I think I go Rotom and just Volt Switch. It's free. And then I go Druddigon. Yeah, go Druddigon. Yeah. So yeah, that's with his Cressegon Bullet Punches, they're looking really nice, especially with Aloe at like 4-10. But he Clanging skills here. That's the only thing he could have went for that killed me. I didn't have a fairy type to play mind games with him. But at that range, he's at the range of Bullet Punch, so I click U-turn here. He shouldn't risk his Como. It can win him the game. I go Rotom here. He goes Como, I believe. And interesting play, because I just click Volt here, but unfortunately, so this is unfortunate. Now, this crit mattered 100%. It would have put me like it would have done like max like 55 after Leftovers recovery, I think. And that's really unfortunate that crit me. But looking at it from this point, I could have played better to preserve my Lando, and I could have played better with my Meloetta, clicking Focus Blast instead. But I thought he wouldn't. No man risks their Heatran there, but at the same time, no man risks your Cresselia when you could get parried, and then Hyper Voice would 2-hit KO you potentially. So I could have played better, and Focus Blast was free on Cresselia, although it doesn't break his sub. Like, what is the Cresselia gonna do, Meloetta? And but yeah, I mean the play there was to Volt Switch into Scissor. Either click Bleepy is pretty free, because this Heatran's at 64, and I could use this thing as a sack. I don't believe Magma Storm actually kills it from the range that it would have been at. I'm gonna see how much. I'm pretty sure Magma Storm did like 30, I want to say. After this a little bit. Hydro, Rocks, Psyshock, Magma Storm. Yeah, it does 27, so there's a very good chance that my Rotom would have lived a Magma Storm. Obviously, Earth Power would do 0. But yeah, so if he goes Heatran, then I have free switch into this thing. And although he does outspeed, but Magma Storm can miss and stuff like that. So it was really unfortunate that it happened. But yeah, I go Meloetta here, and this was kind of a misplay by me, but you know, I felt like Hyper Voice was free here, and you know, he probably wants to go Heatran like he did last time, and that's the only really way I win this game. Another way I could have won this game potentially is me tricking my Life Orb, but as you see here, he does a lot. His clanging skill does. He puts me at 52, so if I trick him the Life Orb, I'm gonna be at 23, and then right here I could click Hyper Voice if at this point, and then it'd be free, and I'd be at like 13%. And if he goes Mega Absol, it would be Sucker Punch. He could just just click Fire Blast for free basically. But if he misses there, or if he misses actually, it'd be pretty bad for him. So it would be Sucker Punch / Fire Blast Mind Games, because I don't think he wanted to miss, as he revealed later that he doesn't really want to miss with a Magma Storm, but he might have just hit it, and there would have been no way I won. If I clicked Hyper Voice, it was 100% not the right move, I want to say, just because he can go hard Absol and click Sucker Punch, and my play would be to 100% double into Scissor, and if I don't click BP, and he can just click Fire Blast, and it's like really hard for me to beat Heatran and Absol with like this thing at like 23. Actually, it would have been like around here. So Hyper Voice could have put me in a position to win, but it's really hard. I thought, you know, he would rather risk his Heatran here and potentially just easily pick up a 3-0, but he plays it correctly and goes for differential. It doesn't care about differential here. So right here I just double back out to Scissor, because why not? But this is still out of what's it called? Sucker Punch range. So I Bullet Punch here because I have to. I double into Meloetta, dies to Magma Storm. He hits. I go Scissor here, and I click Superpower. He goes for 8 power to put me in Sucker Punch range. Smart play, because if he missed Magma, it would have been pretty bad for him. But he still had Firestorm. Sorry about that background noise. But yeah, so he wins the game, 1-0. You know, I think, although I did get hacks in the end, and that was pretty bad for me, I think I could have played a lot better, actually. You know, the Landorus misplay, I thought, you know, I was 100% sure. I was not 100% sure, but I thought I clicked Protect at some point in the match. But, you know, I should have double checked to make sure I did, because I was hoping he would go for like a setup move or SD or something, or maybe even aggressively double. But yeah, that was pretty unfortunate that I lost my Landorus, and the fact that EQ damage would have been nice on Como, but Sludge Bomb, unfortunately, does not show in calcs correctly. And that Alomomola 100 caught me off guard. I was not expecting Miracle. I thought 100% it would be like Wish Protect, it's called Ice Beam, because that's the only thing that kind of threatens my Lando. Because like if I was some type of setup Lando, like his switch in was not great. Like Cresselia dies to 2 flies, especially because this Cresselia was I'm almost 100% sure it was HP Fire, Psyshock, Moonlight sub, and that does not really beat Landorus at all. It doesn't touch Landorus at all, actually. So it's really interesting. It could have been HP Ice, because he did not reveal, but the fact that he wasn't clicking it to potentially he didn't click it on my Druddigon, and I think it might have done more than Psyshock. So, but yeah, that was week 1 game. I'm hoping to bounce back next week. Next week should actually come sometime soon, as I'm making this video almost before next week's battle. But yeah, it was a 0-1, but you know, I think I showed that I can play well in this league, and you know, Chris King, he's a good coach. We talked a lot during the draft and after the draft, so and he is a good coach, but you know, losses like these in a 9-week league are pretty unfortunate for me. But yeah, so so some quick announcements on my channel. My hand is almost healed. It's, you know, roughly around March 5. I hope I'll be pretty much done with occupational therapy, and I should be able to use it again. So hopefully I should be playing some other games on the channel aside from Pokemon. You know, Pokemon is pretty chill. All I have to do is click buttons, and but yeah. So overall, I think week 1, I prepped. I think because I thought about it again, and sub Calm Mind Meloetta actually probably won me the game against his team, but it's fine. At the end of the day, I think Chris played well, considering how far he was behind, and the crit did while the crit mattered, he still played pretty well. The miracle caught me off guard 100%. So hope you guys enjoyed watching. Sub and like the video, of course. And see you guys in the next one.